Yeah, I wanted to do this call. It's kind of like a unique sort of situation where we've got like the whole life cycle of the company, sort of on the call. Because I think Tim was the first person that you spoke to, is your property strategist that like enrolled you and got you started.
Yep.
So he just had a couple of questions to, just essentially pick your brains as well as to how the whole process has gone from your perspective and just give him a bit of feedback about how it's all gone. So I'll hand it over to Tim, who's got a couple questions for you.
Yeah. So Chris, obviously, I was your first point of contact, and so just start off by, I guess, telling us a little bit about yourself. What do you do, and how you came across phone homes.
Yeah, sure. So I work for Telstra and I basically run the Telstra's retail channel. And so have been in various exec type roles over the last 15, 20 years. I've worked for Telstra for 21 years now. And so through that time, I've been obviously paid reasonably well. And so through that period, have also accumulated quite a bit of super. And at not a terribly old age, I like to think I'm pretty young still, wanted to do something a bit different with the super that would see it grow at a more rapid rate than what it was attracting in the fund. And so, yeah, I think I initially inquired online, not directly with your company, but about a self-managed super fund, which obviously showed up as a lead for you guys, I guess. And so hence then receiving a call from you guys.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. 'Cause so what was it like working with the team as well, Chris, through the process?
Yeah, really good. I've actually put an AI summary that generated for me off the back of all the various communications into the chat there. So you've got something in writing. But long story short, it was actually very seamless and made very easy. What seems to be a very complicated process in terms of setting up the fund, and I have no knowledge of any of that stuff, like creating trusts and all that jazz. So it was actually made really, really easy and so easy, to be able to print something out and sign it and scan it and send it back, makes life really easy without a whole lot for me to do. I think the only reason I had to leave the house for any purpose was to get a couple of documents verified or certified rather. So yeah, all made very easy.
And
Helpful.
for anybody that was like would be sitting on the fence about working with phone homes, what would you say to them to like give them a bit of peace of mind?
I think, and actually have just had this conversation earlier today, interestingly enough. So my wife's a hairdresser and was doing the hair of one of her clients and mentioned that I'd gone through this process. And so they reached out and they'll inadvertently now contact you guys directly. But um, the thing that would make me recommend working with you guys rather than doing the process, trying to go through the process on your own, is that it's made it so much easier. Having your team's support to get through that process in a really simple and easy way would be the thing that I would recommend to get people over the line. So everyone I dealt with was fantastic. So Javana or Yavana, I'm not
Yeah.
sure how you pronounce the name,
Ivana.
but she was wonderful. Like in terms of final settlement and getting everything organised, and yeah, yeah, I couldn't complain about any part of it, to be totally honest.
Beautiful. Any other notable mentions, team member mentions?
No, everyone I've dealt with has been wonderful. Charlotte was really helpful with the legal review that we went through. A
Yeah.
little bit painful having to sit there and show evidence that I've signed everything on camera, but beats having to go into an office somewhere, so that was good.
Well,
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much everyone I've dealt with has been great.
And I guess on that note as well, Chris, like to be able to, I suppose invest in positively geared properties through your super, from a completely different state, different location. How has that experience been as well? Like,
Excellent. Yeah, that was one of the things that before obviously did my research before agreeing to anything, and that was one of the things that really stood out was the ability to do it so remotely without having to be in person, inspect properties, do all that sort of stuff myself. That was one of the most attractive parts for me.
so like you basically prior to working with us didn't really rate super very highly as doing much for your retirement.
No,
And now you feel like it's one of your main vehicles.
now it's a much bigger part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Well, glad we could help you do that. And anyone else that you know will certainly help them do the same thing.
Yeah, I've given Ben's number to this, oh, it's actually a family friend. Her name's Susie and Gary. They're uh, both local and interstate business owners. She owns a few Schnitz restaurants around Sydney and some local restaurants here. So yeah, they'll be reaching out. Hopefully, you can help them out.
Beautiful. Happy to help.
Lovely.
But also, I've got a whole bunch of people that I interact with that that are considering self-managed super. So I'm sure I'll be able to send a few leads your way.
Beautiful. Appreciate it, Chris. Any
Yeah.
final
Owe you a
thoughts?
few beers.
Yeah, sounds good.
Other than that, yeah, any final thoughts, Chris, before we let you go?
No, like I said, I've put a summary in the chat, so feel free to use that wherever you like. And happy to put my name to it.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Appreciate that, Chris. Again, congratulations. Thanks for
Yes,
taking the
thank you.
time to talk to us as well. And yeah, obviously, let us know if you need anything.
Will do. And again, appreciate the support, guys. It's been really helpful. I was actually quite dubious at the outset, as you probably both picked up on.
Yeah.
But no, feeling much better about it all. It's gone well. Really good.
Beautiful.
Oh, we're glad we can help you out, mate.
Excellent. Appreciate it.
Easy. Thanks, Chris. Have a good day.
Let me know if you need anything else from me or if I can support it any other way. But I think referrals are probably going to be the main way I can help you out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll get the team to reach out if you can help out any other way, but really appreciate your time today and yeah, again, congrats.
Thank you and pleasure doing business with you.
You too, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. See
Cheers,
ya.
guys. Have a good one.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.